Hi there, my name is Vanya and I'm marketing manager in Amelia WordPress Booking Plugin. Welcome to our first success story video. In these videos, you will hear about our real customers and how they have implemented Amelia WordPress Booking Plugin and how Amelia has helped them run their business. In this first video, our first guest will be Jen Lucas. She is in the sound healing business. She has her own studio and she has implemented Amelia from the very beginning of her business. So let's hear about her story and how Amelia has facilitated the whole process of booking.
Okay, so Jen, let's first start by talking a bit about your business. So can you please tell me a bit about your business, what kind of business you run and where it is located, how big is your business, how long you have been in business and so on?
Okay. My business name is Yang and Yin Health. I started in 2018 with a few all-natural wellness products. Two of those are custom formulations. I have an all-natural face cream and an all-natural toothpaste product. So that's how it started with those. And as of last year, I have obtained 3 certifications in sound healing, and I opened a studio in January of this year. And that's where Amelia came in. Where I chose the plugin to use for booking my sound healing appointments at my studio.
Oh, great. That sounds great. So can you tell me, are you the only employee or do you have any other employees in your business?
Just myself.
Just yourself. Okay, great. So why did you choose a booking platform? What were the problems that you had with bookings and so on? So you had to implement some booking platform, and Emily in particular.
I didn't, it was the first option that I chose, honestly. I didn't do any manual bookings or anything before that. I knew it was something right away that I would want and need. It's just myself. So any sort of automation that I could obtain, I'm of course going to choose that route right away. So it was the first thing that I did once I knew that I was getting the studio, was to implement the booking platform.
The booking platform. Okay. So in which way, so do you have a lot of bookings via that booking platform? Does that facilitate the work for you generally?
It does. I push everybody towards that. I try to really minimize any manual bookings, even rescheduling, because, as I grow, I don't want to let anything fall through the cracks. So if anybody wants to reschedule, schedule in general, I push them to my website, to the platform, and have them do it all through the system.
So you generally don't take any manual bookings?
No.
Great.
Once in a while, but I really try to steer clear of that because, again, I'm human. I don't want things to fall through the cracks. I like that people get emails and reminders, and I have that all set up. So it's silly to not, utilize that way.
Yeah, great. I totally agree with you. So you mentioned reminders. What kind of reminders do you use? Do you use SMS or email or both?
I'm just using email right now.
Email.
It seems to work fine. I haven't, I have, implementing the SMS on my list of things to do eventually, but I haven't had any need to as of yet. The email seems to work fine. So,
do you think that sending email reminders is actually helpful? That it has helped in reduction of no-shows, maybe?
Yes, I don't have any no-shows.
No-shows, great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Maybe once somebody just forgot, or and they remembered and contacted me right away. But yeah, I haven't experienced that.
Great to hear that. Okay, so you said that you opened your studio, yeah? So yes. Do you perform your business only in that place, or do you have any other location, or maybe any online appointments or something like that?
No, I only do in person.
In-person appointments. Okay.
At that one place.
At that one place. Okay, great. So, do you also organize appointments and both events, or
I do.
only one of them?
I do both, and actually now I'm starting to do events sometimes at other locations. Going back to your last question, one in particular, I'm going to start doing monthly at another local place around a wellness place around here, and I believe I'm going to be using my system for those bookings as well. So, I include that in my events section, anything external that I do as well.
Okay, so let me see. What do you enjoy the most about Amelia?
The customer support has been really helpful. I feel it's pretty easy to use, the back end. I'm somewhat tech savvy, but I'm not a developer by any means. And I feel like it's been pretty easy for me to customize things as needed. And, as special cases come up where I don't know if I need to move somebody from one event to another, things like that, I think it's pretty easy to figure out how to do all that.
Yeah, it's much easier than do it manually.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe some kind of integrations do you use that Amelia offers?
I guess I'd use the WooCommerce payment. If that's one that that you offer. I don't think. I guess the Google Calendar. I mean, it integrates with my Google Calendar, which I live by that. If I didn't have that option, I wouldn't know what was going on in my day. So that's really great.
So how would you say that Amelia actually helps your day-to-day life?
Oh, I wouldn't know what to do without it, honestly.
Okay, do you plan to continue using for a long time?
Yeah, I don't have any plans of switching it anytime soon. Yep.
Great to hear that. So, and tell me, what you mentioned before, like, did you have anything what you were looking specifically in some booking plugin when you were choosing the one? Why in particular did you choose Amelia?
For me, I wanted to make sure that it honestly, like, I could integrate it nicely, like visually into my website. So it was really easy to, change the colors and make it look like it was part of the site. Whereas, some other options, you could tell it's a separate, module in the site. And the price was affordable. It seemed very easy to implement. I had somebody do it for me, but it went pretty smooth. But from what I remember, between her and I implementing it, there weren't really any major issues that we encountered. And it seems like a lot of improvements are continuously being made, which is really neat.
Great to hear that. So you're generally satisfied with Amelia? Yes. Okay. So you mentioned that you didn't use manual appointments before in implementing this one, right? So you immediately started. Did you hear from anybody about Amelia in particular or any booking platform? How did you hear generally about those booking platforms?
I did a little bit of research. I have other friends that have similar, businesses, and they use different booking platforms. And I kind of looked into several others, but Amelia just seemed to fit best with, using WordPress and everything. So it seemed like the best fit for me.
So Jen, I think I asked you everything that I needed to ask. Like, I really want to thank you one more time for taking your time today to participate in this conversation. And I hope we will create some really great success story out of this conversation.
Sounds good. You're welcome. Glad I could help.